Arkansas for this semifinal playoff game between the DeQueen Leopards and our own Booneville Bearcats. We're looking forward to quite a contest here tonight. I'm Ricky Lee. I'm along with Stanley Brown and Dandy, but I sure like Booneville Bearcat Stadium. So.
Yeah, I do too.
Regardless of who we play.
That's right. You can't tell them that.
No, you can't tell them that. Trey Holloway, number 7, will be doing the kickoff duties. He's strapping up his left foot, getting ready to get this ball game underway. The whistle has been blown. We're ready for football. Kick is off. It's a good kick. It's down the near sideline. It's going to go into the end zone. The running back was going to allow it to bounce, thinking it was going to go out of bounds, but they're going to be set back to their own 20-yard line. Great kick by Trey Holloway. He was hoping that it would go out of bounds. If it did, they would be able to have the ball on 35 or be able to make us kick again.
Right.
But Trey was able to catch the caddy corner, carried into the end zone. And so the Leopards start off 1st and 10 from their own 20. Chance Farley at nose guard. You got Bubba Smith, Russell Andrews in at the tackles, Jeremiah Dupree and Brian Taylor at the defensive ends. Brad West at one of the backs. We'll get the rest of them in just a moment. It's going to be a handoff to Bell. Bell's going to be trapped under quickly on about the 21-yard line. So a gain of only about 1 on the very first play.
Big old Bubba Smith.
Bubba Smith. And then 19 is John Chase at one of the linebackers. Number 10 is Kyle Arnold. You have Will Swin at the other corner, opposite of Brad West. And then at your safeties, you have number 4, Ronnie Becker, and number 7, Trey Holloway. Second play from scrimmage for the Leopards. Again, it's a handoff to Bell. He carries it off the near side, and he's going to be snowed under on about the 23-yard line. Looks like Brian Taylor and John Chase are going to be there to take him in.
Defense doing a good job so far.
This is a big series. You know, this is the way to make a statement early.
It is.
I like this coach's decision to defer to the second half and start out on defense, because our defense has really been our mainstay this year.
Especially with conditions like they are.
Yes, it is. Hoping for an early break here. 3rd down.
It's Bell.
It's Bell again off far side. He's going to take it down to the 25-yard line, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 5, forcing them into an early punting formation. Good job by the Booneville Bearcat defense to get this ball game underway. Brad West, Will Swint, number 5, is our lone setback. We're not taking any chances. Yes. Oh yes, oh my! It's going to be a
got the ball. Kyle Arnold.
He's going to call it down. I thought so. The punter, when he received the snap, was snowed under by Kyle Arnold, and the kicker ducked down. When he did, his knee hit the ground. He then threw the ball forward, but the ball is going to be marked where his knee was down. So the Bearcats get an early big break. We have the ball 1st and 10 from the Leopards 22-yard line. Brad West is your quarterback. He's under center. Long setback. John Chase. And Brad West going to pull the ball. He's got an opening. He's over the right side. One man to beat. He's going in for a touchdown. Booneville Bearcats. First play from scrimmage. 22-yard run by Brad West. They ran the veer over the near side. He handed it off, and everybody collapsed on the fullback, John Chase. He pulls the ball, goes around right corner, and had only one man to beat. The wide receiver did a good job blocking on this side. I'm not sure who that was, but he did a good job of blocking, and Brad just carries it right on in for the first touchdown. So with 10 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first quarter, Bearcats take a 6-0 lead. John Chase in to attempt to tack on the extra point. It's going to be a muffed hand snap, and we are not going to get the extra point. Will Swint takes it, tries to run, and he's tackled And so it's going to remain 6-0. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Things are really looking up at Century 21 in Booneville.
You're going to have to explain exactly what you mean by that.
If you would just open both your eyes, you would know what I mean. Business is great, the agents are working hard, and the Century 21 signs are everywhere.
I think
Chase Haller split out to the near side. Wills went to the far side. Double wing. It's going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be pulled, and Brad's going to walk it into the end zone. Bearcat touchdown.
12-0. Look for the Cats to go for 2 here.
Sorry about the lack of emotion, but it was kind of hard to tell.
I know. I thought there for a minute Brad was a little premature in pulling up there.
He just kind of stopped running, and then there was a delay on the hands going up, so we were not sure what was going on there for a second.
Well, we can't see the yard. The lines out there are not very clear.
So. Just mud out there right now. Bearcats 12-0, going for 2. It's going to be a handoff to John Chase. John's going to run it in. And so the Bearcats will take a 14-0 lead, 9 minutes, 34 seconds in the first quarter, and we'll take a timeout and be back with you in just a moment.
Who's the first team in Logan County sports? Why, the Booneville Bearcats, of course.
Hi, I'm Danny McCarroll, manager of the first team in banking, Community National Bank, Booneville. Our first team works hard to provide quality banking services to our customers. Professional service with hometown friendliness and style. You've come to expect first team effort from the Bearcats. Now come see what your first team banker can do for you. We have all the banking services you need, fast response to your request, and with the same big smile you see on the faces of the Bearcats after a big win. So join the first team at Community National Bank, Booneville. We'll put that same smile on your face.
Community National Bank Booneville, a division of the First National Bank at Paris, member FDIC.
And we're back. Trey Holloway again getting ready to kick off. Approaches the ball. It's going to be another great kick. This is going in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. It's going to be carried back to 20-yard line. He nailed that ball.
He sure did. He kicked the air out of that one.
Well, the Bearcats are continuing their great play. Boy, since we've started playoff action, even the game before we started playoff action, the Bearcats have been peaking. And, boy, they're hitting on all cylinders again tonight.
You know, we go back to the Dardanelle game. This is the game I think was the turning point. It's not that we played bad all year, but we finally turned the corner.
And so the Leopards start again for the third series. They've yet to continue down the field. It's going to be a pitch out to Bell. Bell's going to be tackled for a loss back at the 19-yard line. Brian Taylor and Bubba Smith get up off the pile on the bottom. Great job by Brian Taylor stringing it out.
Turning it in. Those linebackers are there waiting.
They got a good spot. The ball, they did lose about a half yard. I thought he lost a little bit more than that, but they had the ball second down, and we'll say it's still 10.
Kind of a no-huddle offense.
It's going to be a pass. It's going to be received by number 84. It's going to be tackled by Trey Holloway, but they're going to have the first down up close to the 35-yard line on the 34. Pass was caught by Benny Esther, and the quarterback, of course, tonight, number 11, Brian McClellan. And it was a good pass and catch. They have their initial first down on their own 34-yard line.
Ricky, the Esther kid is the kid that we didn't get to see the first part of the year. He's a big-time receiver for them.
Big, tall young man, you can tell, 6'4", 195 pounds.
It's a big target.
They go into a double tight ends I-back formation. They give it to Bell, a second man through. Bell's going to make a good hard run, carry it for 5 yards down to the just over the 40. It's going to bring up a second down, 5.
Well, they like to give the ball to Bell. Right over those big, you can see 66 and 79 are two big young men, and they like to run right behind them too.
The whole team comes back, takes a look at the coach, waits for the call, and then just goes right up to the line of scrimmage. So it's not really a huddle, but they do wait and get a play. Second down and 5, I formation. It's going to be a pitch back this time to number 41. He's got some room. He's going to take it out near midfield. That's Alexis Smith. Carries the ball to the 49-yard line of the Leopards. He had some room that time.
He did, just the old toss sweep and turned the speed on.
8 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Bearcats with a 14-0 lead. First and 10. Leopards on their own 49-yard line. This time they do have a split in to the right side. High back formation. It's going to be a handoff again to Alexis Smith. Alexis he bounces it to the outside. He's got some room. He cuts it back. He's going to fall down. He's crossed the 40-yard line of the Booneville Bearcats. Looks like they're going to mark it right at the 40. It's going to be another first down. They're on the move here. Bearcats going to have to stiffen up.
This game is not out of reach by any means.
No. You can tell they got a powerful offense.
They moved.
Yes, their their tight end jumped, and so that's going to set them back 5 yards, bring up a first down and 15 from the Bearcat 45-yard line. Number 34, Jason Harrison, split out to the near side. I-back formation. It's going to be a handoff to Alexis Smith, and he is hit hard. He's by Russell Andrews, helped along by Chance Farley. Russell, I believe, has made the tackle, though, and it's going to set them back about a half yard. It's going to bring up a second down and nearly 16.
Russell did a good job there fighting off his block and making a good tackle there.
We need to hold them right here in midfield. High back formation again. They're going to drop back into a pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. It was a low pass. 34 tried to make the catch, come back for Jason Harrison, but was unable to make the catch. He would have not gained but about 5 yards on the play. That brings up a third down, 16. Big play.
You got to be careful and watch number 84, Esther, there. He's their big target, so we need to keep an eye on him.
Of course, we like putting them in a passing formation this evening because that's kind of a difficult thing to do in this kind of a ball game. Big down, third down, 16. It's going to be a pitch back to Bale. Bale's going to be hit hard by Kyle Arnold, number 10, and then he's going to be snowed under for about another half-yard loss. And so that's going to bring up a fourth down and 17 for the Leopards. And it'll be interesting to see. I believe they're going to punt, but it's kind of hard to tell. They only ran on a couple of players. I believe they're going to punt. They only dropped back about 10, 12 yards for the punt. We don't buy it completely, but he is indeed going to punt. Will Swint is going to try to field it. He drops it, but he picks it back up. And so we're going to take over possession. This is the first time we've been in our own side of the field when we've had the ball. We'll have the ball first and 10. Looks like the ball is on the right at the
15 or the 14.
15. There's a flag on the play. Looks like the ball is going to be brought back, and looks like maybe we're going to make them punt again.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ricky, their punter doesn't get very much depth back there punting. Of course, you'd hate to get a rough in the punter, but
they called a legal procedure. I guess it was a dead ball, so. It brings up a fourth down and a long about 21 yards, and so they'll punt again. Yes, they're very shallow, and so we can put some pressure on it. It's coming off the side of his foot this time, And the ball is going to fall dead on the 18-yard line. And so the Bearcats will take over 1st and 10 from our own 18. 5:50 left in the first quarter. Bearcats leading 14-0. It's going to be a timeout on the field, the Leopards. So we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Serving Booneville for over 60 years, SME specializes in patient education, especially diabetic and chronic lung patients. Medicare claims are processed online. SME's wide variety of gift ideas include the Jubilee line of products such as cappuccino, flavored teas, pancake toppings, and sauces, including the award-winning Southern Praline pecan toppings. Alda's Forever line contains lotions, shower, and bath gels to pamper the beauty within each lady. Alda's also has silver trays, powder shakers, friendship balls, and teacup candles. Don't forget the bridal registry and gifts for all occasions and occupations, including sports activities. Bearcat car flags and yard flags are also available at SME's. Don't forget to see Mary Beth for all your prescription, drug, and gift needs.
And we're back. First play from scrimmage. It's going to be a pitch out to number 4, Ronnie Becker. Ronnie turns the corner. He's going to have at least a first down for the Bearcats out over the 30-yard line.
Poor Ricky, Jordan Farrell was fixing to make a block, and I'm glad he didn't.
Well, he showed a lot of maturity there. He wanted to make the block to spring his man, but he knew that it would be a clip, and so he held up, and Ronnie went around him anyway with his speed. Great run by Ronnie Becker on the pitchback, and we have the ball on the 32-yard line. Great run on first down.
Brad did a good job reading the veer then.
Is going to keep the ball again this time. He's going nowhere. He is tackled hard on the corner. I believe that's number 50, Blake Brooks, that just nailed him. And he's going to gain about a half yard. Still going to be second down and 10. That was actually number 60, I can tell now, Ray Staggs. It's going to be an illegal procedure on the Booneville Bearcats. Are split in, kind of jumped the gun that time.
Chad got a little anxious then.
That's going to set us back 5. It's going to bring a second down and 15 for the Bearcats. It's important that we get the ball down on the other end of the field. Field position tonight is going to be critical. If we can keep them on their end, we've got a good chance of winning this ball game. It's going to be Les Knuckles on the near side. He's carrying the ball over the 35, down to about the 37-yard line. 36 is where they're going to mark it. Good run by Les Knuckles.
Les running hard. We got a big chunk of that back, but it looks like it's going to bring up about third and about
6.
About 6.
He had to be very careful because you can see the water's just splashing around his feet as he turned the corner. So he can't just turn on the afterburners quick like he likes to do. Good run by Les Knuckles, however.
Big play right here, 3rd and 6.
Brad West keeps the ball. He breaks one tackle. He's still on his feet. He's down to the 40-yard line. He's down to the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Booneville Bearcats. No flags on the field.
No flags.
They stopped him and then he broke loose.
He was tackled in the backfield. He shook off the hand tackle and then came through the line of scrimmage. When he did, he was gone. They weren't going to catch Brad. So with 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first quarter of play, Bearcats take a 20-0 lead, and we send in the kicker to attempt the extra point. That's John Chase getting ready to attempt the extra point for the Bearcats.
Maybe we'll get a good snap here, Ricky, and get a good hold.
All right, boys, get it. Oh, we got through that. You see that?
It's going to be no good. There's going to be trouble trying to kick the ball tonight on these extra points and field goals. It looks like it's going to be difficult. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Bearcats have a 20-0 lead.
Hi, I'm Danny Duval at River Valley Furniture in Booneville, Arkansas, south of high prices, where we guarantee the best price every day on quality name brands like Lazy Boy, Hooker, Mayo, Flex Steel, and many others. Come to River Valley Furniture in Booneville, Arkansas, and we will save you money.
And we're back. Trey Holloway again getting his leg used well tonight, getting ready to kick off again for the Bearcats. We have a 20-0 lead. I'm not sure whether that was a bad snap or whether Will just simply missed the wet ball, but John was not able to get it off the ground. Again, Trey, this one is not quite as good, but it's got a weird spin to it. Bale takes the ball, he runs it, and again, Jordan Therrell is going to use one arm and trip him up, and he's going to fall on the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Ricky, that kid is a special teams player now.
He puts his heart into it. Actually, they're going to mark it back at the 28-yard line. He had to just dive and put an arm into it, and he tackles their best runner, Richard Bale. We weren't trying to kick to him. It just kind of squirted over that way.
Right, well, he's definitely not trying to kick to him. He's going to roll out.
Roll out, and there's going to be a pass down the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Andy Taylor, number 30, is going to intercept the deflected ball. The quarterback, Brian McClellan, dropped back into a rollout and then threw it down the middle to their superstar receiver, Benny Esther, and he tips the ball. And Andy Taylor, who comes in just to replace Trey Holloway after he kicks off, takes the interception, and the Bearcats have the ball 1st and 10 from the Leopards' 45-yard line.
Gerald's about to go nuts up here.
He doesn't have a mic, but boy, can he dance.
All right, boys.
1st and 10, Bearcats. It's going to be a handoff to Ronnie Becker over to the far side. He bounces it out. Oh, my, great play by number 24, Bale. Ronnie had the corner.
He had the corner, Ricky, and he was gone, too.
But Bale trips him up. Ronnie bounced it a little bit further to the outside. He's actually going to end up losing a yard. But if he could have got around Bale, it was touchdown.
There wasn't a soul out there.
So that brings up a 2nd and 11 for the Bearcats. 3 minutes before the end of the first quarter. John Chase has it up the middle. He has it across the 45-yard line down to about the 43. Gain of about 3. He's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Bearcats. Third down and 8.
We got another big play right here.
Kind of deja vu from last week. We take an early lead on turnovers, and the Bearcats have capitalized. We hope we can continue the momentum. Big play right here, 3rd and 8.
Full house backfield.
And we hand off, and it's going to be a great run by Les Knuckles, who's going to make a 1st down.
It's going to be, they're going to measure it, but
it looked like to me, obviously, he barreled over the 35-yard line, but they end up marking it right on top of the 35, and they're going to call a official timeout for a measurement. You can hear the coaches up here going wild because they thought that he obviously had the 1st down. That was not one of these wild runs around the end that Les usually does, but he went right up the middle and ran a good, strong, and it is going to be a 1st down. Good job, Les Knuckles, and let's also say it's a great job by that offensive line. Again, they're making it work down there.
they have.
We'll call those names here in just a minute. We got a a flag early, must be a legal procedure or offsides because it stopped the play. While that is a legal procedure on us, while we get assess 5 yards, let me kind of set the offense if I can. Looks like we have, who's there?
Heath Chambers is
the center. It looks like we got Josh Walker at one guard. We've got Aubrey Boersma at the other guard. Jared Goddard at one of the tackles. Brad Smith, the other tackle. Looks like we have Brent Morris right now in at a tight end, along with
Trey Holloway.
And also Scantling. It's going to be a head off Ronnie Becker. He's got an opening. He's gone down the sideline. Just one man to beat. He's at the 10. He's going to be tackled down inside the 5-yard line. A last-minute tackle made by number 41, Alexis Smith. Great run by Ronnie Becker. And again, I think normally he would have probably cut back across the grain, but I think he did wise just to keep running, even though he was tackled.
At first, it looked like, we had 3 blockers out there in front of him, and he really couldn't run through those blocks, so...
Let me continue to set the offense. We also have Brad West at quarterback, John Chase at fullback, and we have Les Knuckles and Ronnie Becker at our halfback positions. Brad West keeps the ball, and he's going to have it down to about the 1-yard line. They're going to mark it on the 2. It's going to be a 2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Bearcats knocking on the door again. Brent Morris checks in with the play. We have a full house backfield, double tight end set. Brad West is going to carry it in for another Booneville Bearcat touchdown. So with 44 seconds left in the first quarter, Bearcats take a 26-0 lead. Bearcats leading 26-0, and you can expect them to go for 2 here.
A very stunned DeQueen crowd.
Yes, it's very quiet over here on this side.
They didn't expect this, and like I say, they've shot themselves in the foot so far. So
well, we said early, the one who's able to hang on to the ball are going to be the ones able to win. This was a great drive by the Bearcats, though. And it's going to be Les Knuckles carrying it in for the 2-point conversion. So the Bearcats take a 28-0 lead. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Citizens Bank, we are proud of the fact that we've been serving our neighbors for 90 years. And our employees want to continue to serve you with years of banking expertise.
And fresh, innovative ideas. So no matter what stage of life you're in, we want to meet your needs.
By offering full financial services in a personalized banking atmosphere.
All this from bankers who understand banking and want to understand you.
A solid history and an exciting future at Citizens Bank.
And we're back. Trey Holloway getting ready again to kick off for the Bearcats. Stanley been quite a dominating first quarter for the Bearcats.
I'll tell you what, the offense is clicking on all cylinders so far.
And you got to hand it to our defense, too. You know, the big thing that we tend to focus on those running backs, but we've been winning the battle up front.
On the line of scrimmage.
And, folks, it is sloppy out here now.
It is. It's a mess.
Les Knuckles is muddy all down one side. John Chase all over. It's going to be a good kickoff again by Trey. He's going to kick it down inside the 5. It's going to be fielded there and brought back towards middle field again. Jordan Therrell makes an initial hit, but he's going to be brought down right on the 30-yard line by Trey Holloway, number 7. Number 25 running the ball back is Adam Princeton for the Leopards. So they'll have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 30. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Perhaps the last play, depending on whether they run or pass. They come out with an I formation. They pull their guard, give it to Bell, and Bell is going to be hit solid by, it looks like our defensive end.
Jeremiah Dupree.
Jeremiah Dupree played it perfectly.
He did.
And they're going to lose a yard on the play. Well, they're going to bring it right back up to the line of scrimmage, so they won't lose a yard on the play. So it's going to be second down and 10. He was hitting the backfield. How he got a yard, I don't know, but they're going to let the quarter run out. And so at the end of the first quarter, it is the Bearcats 28, the Leopards 0. We'll be back in just a minute.
Offer great food, and I am hungry.
You should be. Look at that pizza and salad bar, and they have great appetizers like cinnamon sticks. Did you know that Tuesday and Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m., they have an all-you-can-eat buffet? That's pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert for only $3.99 for adults, $2.99 for kids 6 to 10, 5 and under free.
Yep, and Monday through Saturday from 11 to 1:30, you get the same deal. And Mazzio's delivers inside the city limits.
Excuse me, I'm calling Mazzio's at 675-5000 and order one of everything.
And we're back. It's for the second quarter of play. Bearcats leading 28-0. I think the Leopards are stunned, and quite actually, I'm stunned as well that we've been able to score as rapidly as we have. This puts the Leopards under a great deal of pressure, and to to see how they respond this far down. This will be a difficult ball game to come back in because of the sloppiness of the field. But the Bearcats cannot lay down.
No,
Straight I formation. They have a slot back and a wide receiver. It's going to be a quick pitch out to Bell. He's going to take it out over the 30-yard line, down to about the 32.
John Chase coming up.
John Chase from the linebacker position comes in to make the tackle. That's going to bring up a third down and 7. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. This time they have 3 receivers split out, 2 to one side and 1 to the near side. The quarterback Brian is in passing formation. It's going to be intercepted by Brad West right at midfield, and he was going to cut up and slides down on about on the Leopards 44 or 46-yard line. Great job by Brad West.
Just kind of hung back there and made a good break on the ball.
Well, McClellan, the quarterback, tried to set his feet. I don't think he ever got quite settled.
Couldn't get set.
And then he threw the ball up. Brad West just made a great reception. You have to giggle just a little because it makes a great reception, but he's on that sloppy part of the field. When he turned it up, he just couldn't keep his feet. He would have had quite a bit more yardage. Bearcats first and 10 from the Leopards 46. A handoff to Les Knuckles on the far side. Great job by Aubrey Boersma. Les Knuckles all the way down the field. He's still on his feet. My friend, he's down to the 15-yard line.
Ricky, did you see the block of Aubrey Boersma?
Aubrey Boersma pulled from his guard position and just did a, we call those training films.
That's right.
They'll play this back all next year, showing how you're supposed to trap out on the defensive end and allow the back to run inside. There's going to be a timeout on the field for the Leopards as they try to defend the Bearcats from going in again. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Not just about making plans. It's about making a difference. It's about neighbors and taking an interest rather than merely earning it. At Edward Jones, it's never just about investing. It's about knowing you and your dreams.
My every hope, my life, my world, it all begins with a dream.
Edward Jones, investing in you and your dreams.
We're back. Jerry brings us back as I'm trying to get a drink of Coke, and so we'll try to stick with you here.
I like this filming stand of Tom's.
That's quite an invention there. He's filming off the top of the TV, and quite a job. We appreciate Tom. 11 minutes, 12 seconds left before halftime. Bearcats leading 28-0. We have the ball first and 10 from the Leopard 15-yard line. We're pushing the door open again. Handoff, no, it's going to keep Brad's going to keep the ball. He tries to turn it up, and he's going to be hit hard there by number 55, Clayton Yates. and it's only going to be a gain of about a yard on the play. He's going to bring up a second down and 9. Justin Scantling, number 84, comes in at tight end for the Bearcats. He's been playing quite a bit tonight. We got a dual tight end, full backfield.
A straight dead T.
That's right. A handoff to Ronnie Becker. Ronnie's going to carry it down to around the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and 5 for the Bearcats.
11.
Yeah, they're going to mark the ball on the 11-yard line. It's going to be a third down and 6. We come in again with a double tight end. This time Trey Holloway's in at one of the tight ends. Full house backfield. Brad West under center. He's going to keep the ball. He's going to be tackled again very solidly. 55 in on the tackle. That's Clayton Yates, along with Bale, Richard Bale, making the tackle. So that's going to bring up a fourth down and still about 6. And so we're going to go for it, knowing that trying a field goal here on these sloppy conditions is kind of dangerous. You could even fumble the ball, make it pick it up, and run it all the way in. And so we're going to try right here to pick up these 6 yards.
We're minusing a tailback.
It's going to be a pass to the end zone. It ball's up in the air. It's going to fall incomplete. And so that's going to be a turnover on downs by the Bearcats, and the Leopards are going to take over. Looks like we didn't get a wing back in on that play.
Well, that's what I'm sitting here wondering.
Did we have a dual tight end that time, or was it just one? It was hard to tell. Yeah, I think we were missing a player that kind of handicaps you when you're going for it on fourth down. So the defense is ready to take on the Leopards again. It's going to be a pitch out to Bell, and he's going to be hit hard by Kyle Arnold. He brings the ball out to about the 14-yard line. 9 minutes left in the first half. Bearcats leading 28-0, and the Leopards have the ball, second down, 17. They're on their own 14-yard line. We're in our traditional 5-2 defense. They have an I formation. Again, right up the center this time to Bell. Bell's got an opening. He's going to carry the ball down to around the 20-yard line. It's going to be just short of the first down.
So it's going to bring up about 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for the Leopards. Be interesting to see what they run here. They're back in the I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Smith, Alexis Smith, who's going to be real close to the first down, but it's going to depend on the mark. They're going to call it immediately a first down. Carries it out to, they're going to mark it on the 22-yard line. And so that's going to be a first down for the Leopards on their own 22. Formation was split out to the far side. There's going to be a delayed handoff to Alexis Smith, and he's going to be hit hard by Russell Andrews and Bubba Smith in the backfield.
That's going to be about a 3-yard loss, and as deep as that back is back in that backfield, with as quick as our defense is, that play, they need to scrap that one.
Well, and he didn't sell it well. It was more like a, it didn't look like a draw. It looked like just a slow handoff, and our boys didn't buy it. It's going to be, the quarterback is hit just as he gets ready to hand off. Brad Taylor came off the corner really quick, had the quarterback in his arms. He hands it off to the fullback number 45, Jonathan Noah, and he gets about a half yard. It's still going to bring up a third down and a long 12. They're back in a shotgun formation. Boy, he's deep for a shotgun, but he is going to throw it way down the field. There's a guy open, and it's going to be caught way down the field. But number 84, Benny Esther, is going to be on our side of the field at our 43-yard line. He just burns our defense. They must have saw something.
They did, and you know, we never did really make a break on the ball. The ball just kind of hung up there.
It's going to be a timeout on the play. We'll be back in just a moment.
For Christmas, then come to Citizens Bank for an interest-free Christmas cash loan. This is a program in which we're offering a loan from $300 to $1,500 interest-free. When you get your loan, we will give you one of these certificates redeemable at any participating merchant. We will give you a list of those participating merchants where you can spend your cash. Come by and see any of the Citizens Bank loan officers for your Christmas cash loan.
And we're back. Well, it was, even though it was for the Leopards, it was a beautiful play. They were in the shotgun formation, a very deep shotgun formation.
Yeah,
I believe he was back about 8 yards.
It was almost like their punt formation.
It was almost the same formation, I believe. And he just got the ball and just heaved it right down the middle of the field. And big number 84 just ran right to the ball. And they have a huge gain on the play. They had the ball 1st and 10 on the Bearcat 44-yard line. Formation, twins out to the left. Going to be a pitch back to Bale over the near side. He's at the 40. He's down to the 35, down to about the 34. Very close to another first down. Trey Holloway's down there right in the middle of the mud. He comes up covered in mud on the sideline as he helps with the tackle. They're going to give him a first down without a measurement. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Leopards. They're on the Bearcat 34-yard line. I don't know why they didn't measure that. That was awful close. Double, let's see. No, they got to split in I formation. Going to be a quick pitch out to Bell again. He's going to be hit hard this time. May have about a yard on the play.
Russell Andrews coming up there making a big stop.
Followed in by Kyle Arnold. They're going to mark it right back to the same. Well, they give him about a half yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9.5 yards. This time they have 4 receivers. They're in a shotgun formation. And it's going to be a quick throw out to this side. Oh, great play. Going to fall incomplete, 34. The ball was a little high for Jason Harrison. He could have caught it, but he was hit hard over on this side. Who was that, Will?
Will come up and made a big stick.
Just to guarantee that he was not going to go far if he did catch the ball. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. This is a big down right here. They've shown some momentum. 3 receivers to this side, 2 to the other side. Shotgun formation. Brian McClellan back deep. He fakes, he pumps, and now he's going to bring it under, and he's going to be hit. Bubba Smith just tackles him hard after a gain of about 1 or 2.
I'll tell you what, Ricky, we don't give that kid enough credit. He's got some speed, and we talk about his strength, and he is, you know, I was visiting with Coach Howe today. He's, in my opinion, one of the best defensive linemen in the state. He's not tall, but he just somehow gets the job done.
Big down, 4th down, 8 for the Leopards. They're going for it on our 33-yard line. They're in a obvious pass formation deep in the shotgun. It's going to be the ball flies out of his hands. It's going to be an incomplete pass. He's going to try to throw it quickly kind of a makeshift screen to one of the receivers on this side, and then he thought better of it, but he couldn't hold the ball, flies right out of his hands. Bearcats take over.
He was looking for the quick slant, looked like, to Esther over the middle, and the ball just squirted out.
Bearcats take over on downs, 1st and 10. Boy, they're right in the middle of the mud pit. They better be careful here. Muddiest part of the field. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first half of play. Bearcats have a 28-0 lead. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. John Chase. John breaks it loose. He's down to the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 8 yards on the play. Great job right up the middle. Good job by the center of the offensive line.
He hits the hole so fast.
They're going to mark it just shy of the 40. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. Them linemen love that mud down there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in their element now. Again, a handoff to John Chase. John is going to carry it. It's going to be an obvious 1st down. The ball's going to be on the Bearcat 43-yard line. First down, Bearcats. Kind of a delay call, but I thought it was pretty obvious from here. Jordan Therrell's going to split out wide to the right. To the near side is Chad Haller. John Chase, single setback. We pull our guards. It's going to be a run by Les Knuckles. Les is going to be hit hard out on the corner by number 35 for the Leopards. Patrick Key makes a good tackle after a nominal gain of about...
Did a good job. He tackled Les where he should have. You're not going to tackle him high. He got
hit him
down
right
low.
on the ankles. They give us no gain on the play, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. They kind of lean the yard marker over there. It's kind of hard to tell what it is. Need to go tell him to hold it where it's supposed to be. There you go. There's going to be flags flying before the play gets underway. It'll be a dead ball foul. Usually that's a illegal procedure, and it is. So we'll have a 2nd down and 15. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first half. Bearcats retain a 28-0 lead. We'd like to have a good 3-minute drive and take it on in for another touchdown just before halftime. Pulls it. He's over the right corner. Oh, he's going to be tackled on the just short of the 45-yard line. Well, the ball's going to be on the 44-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. Jordan Therrell split out to the near side. Will Sweat to the far side. Going to be a handoff to John Chase right up the middle. John is going to take the ball over the 45, down about the 47. It's going to bring up a 4th down for the Bearcats. Be our first punt attempt probably for the evening. Yes, we do send in our punt team. 1 minute, 59 seconds left in the first half. Very important for the snap and the catch and the punt right here. Chance Farley does our deep snapping. Ronnie Becker is our punter.
And they're coming after us.
Now they've got nobody nobody back. There's going to be a flag before the ball ever gets snapped. I think they're going to call our snapper for moving the ball.
No, it's against them.
Oh, it's going to be against offsides against the DeQueen Leopards. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 1 or 2. 4th down. Oh, it's going to be close enough to measure. They were going to try to block it.
They had all 11 up on the line of scrimmage, and it's 4th down, and we've called a timeout.
We've called a timeout, and so we'll take a timeout and be right back with you.
At Sparks Booneville Family Medical Clinic, we emphasize family. Our community is our family, and our goal is to provide you with the best health care possible. Our experienced staff of physicians include Dr. William Daniel, Dr. JoJo Sagitan, Dr. Patty Borkman, and Dr. Michael Miranda. In addition, we have specialized services. Dr. Keith Bulliard, an orthopedist, is in the clinic twice a month. We also offer osteoporosis screenings once a month. Our family practice has a conscientious, knowledgeable support staff that has your well-being as their #1 priority. We are always there to answer any questions you may have. We invite you to come by our clinic at 57 West 4th Street or call us at 675-2455. For a healthier tomorrow, let our medical staff serve you today. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And here we are back at Leopard Stadium. 4th down, and it looks like 6 inches for the Bearcats with just 37 seconds left in the first half of play, and we're going for it, and it's on about the 47-yard line of the DeQueen Leopards. It's going to be a Brad West. It's going to be another flag, and there's going to be there's a little bit of a fight going on. Aubrey Boersma was on the ground, and their guy was pushing on him. It'll be interesting to see what they call. Looks like we're going to have one flag for one penalty, and then another one is a personal foul. The first flag is going to be against the Bearcats, it looks like. And it's going to give us, and I think the personal foul is going to be on the Leopards. Looks like number 66, Marvin Stamps, I believe. I believe that was the young man that was pushing and hitting on Aubrey as he was down. And that's going to get them a personal foul. What are they calling us? A legal procedure?
Well, yeah, it was a legal procedure.
But that gives us a 1st and 10 inside their 40, down to about their 38-yard line.
Minute 36.
Going to be a handoff to Les Knuckles over the right side. He's holding closely onto the ball. Oh my, there's a lot of motion going on the field now. Number 61, Kelly Nix, really driving his shoulder in even after the play. Brings the time down to 16 seconds left in the first half of play. We have the ball 2nd down and 8. The ball is down on the 36-yard line.
Minute 7.
5, 4. Don't know whether we'll get the play off.
No, it's a minute left.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a whole different story. Thank you. Are you sure?
Yep.
Looks like a 0 over there.
Now it is. 52 seconds left.
Okay.
Now.
Boy, the clock was hard to read.
It had a bulb burned out.
Had a bulb burned out. Sorry about that, folks. I've been misleading you. Now we're down to 42 seconds. 3rd down and 7 for the Bearcats. We're right on the 35-yard line of the Leopards. I was wondering why he wasn't trying to rush it up a little bit faster.
I'm not sure I wouldn't take a shot at Will going deep.
It's going to be the veer, and Brad is going to be tackled hard over on the far side. He's going to lose about a yard or so. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 8.
I think we're going to just go into the half with
we call a timeout with 5 seconds left in the first half of play. It'll be interesting to see what we do here. We'll take the timeout with them, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hello, I'm Brian Cook, General Manager, and I'd like to invite you out to Tyler Ford. Buying a new or used vehicle at Tyler Ford does not have to be hard. We have one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles in the Booneville area. To help you in your buying decision, we have a knowledgeable sales staff to address all of your needs. Once we've found the right vehicle for you, our business department will take the worry out of financing your new automobile. We work closely with many different lending institutions to process your loan quickly and easily. Our relationship with you does not stop after the sale. We pride ourselves with an excellent service department. Our service staff has over 50 years combined experience. Your concerns will be taken care of right the first time in a professional manner. Once again, I'd like to invite you out to Tyler Ford, just 1 mile west of Booneville on Highway 10, or give us a call at 675-2313.
And we're back. 5 seconds left before halftime. We have the ball on the 37-yard line. Brad West back to throw. It's going to be a great, it's going to be incomplete. The pass was to Jordan Therrell over the middle. And so that's going to end the first half of play. Booneville leading 28-0 here at halftime. Stanley, we got to hand it to the Bearcats. What a performance this first half.
Great performance, great effort. Offensive line doing a good job.
And so we're going to take a timeout as we head on into halftime. We'll be back in just a moment with the performance from the Booneville High School Marching Band. And we'll bring that to you here in just a little bit. And we're back. Here, Stanley, is we see the Leopards flag line down on the field, down on the track. They as well are not going to go out on the field tonight, so there will not be a formal halftime presentation. And so we'll just kind of fill in. I haven't seen Glenn Parrish. I was hoping he would come up here and give us some statistics, but there are some of our fans who've made this journey over to see this great ball game tonight.
Did hear a few scores on my way down a while ago. They said McGee 6, Mena nothing,
right,
and Nashville 7, Ozark nothing. Now I don't know if that was at the half or
we did get the Nashville score. That is at half. We did not have the McGee score, so we appreciate you bringing that to us. There will be a long trip for us next week if indeed we continue to win this ball game and McGee wins. But you know our Bearcat fans, they will make that journey over to root on our Bearcats in that quarterfinal. And so it is a great opportunity for us to continue Bearcat football.
Well, like we said earlier, you know, we jumped on DeQueen early.
Right.
And they, as far as the scoring, we didn't score none in the second quarter, I don't believe. But, you know, DeQueen still, they had some bad things happen to them early.
Right.
Still not going to take away their good, tough football team.
Well, absolutely. You know, it's kind of tough in any circumstances when you get down early after some bad breaks. And, of course, the rain, the field conditions contribute to that. It also makes it very difficult, though, for them to come back, if we're just quite honest.
Right.
We cannot lay down and quit playing ball. If we make some of the same mistakes they did in the second half, this thing could turn around in a hurry.
Sure it could. And, you know, we were talking about that coming down here. We were talking about the field conditions and wet. And it is a benefit to us being a ball control offense, not much passing. So as far as that is concerned, you know, it's to our favor. But like you said, the same thing could happen to us in the second half.
Well, you know, and our boys early in the season, we were more turnover prone. We were having a little difficulty. I remember the Siloam Springs game. We put the ball on the ground several times. We were still able to win the ball game, but you know, it concerned us early.
Right.
But boy, our boys have really focused on it. I think Coach Rippey and his staff have really made an effort to help his boys understand how to hold on to the football, and so they've done a better job so far in the latter part of the season here in the playoffs of hanging on to the ball even under these kind of conditions.
Right. Well, and we've come together as a team. You know, you can have great athletes and this and that, but when you come together, you mesh as a team. That's when you get the ball rolling.
Well, that's what Bearcat football is all about. Last week we beat a team who had many more athletes than we did. They had some powerful and quick runners, but not near the quality of team that Booneville has. Our boys come together and they get the max out of their potential, and that's a credit to the coaching staff. It's a credit to the quality of kids that we have year by year.
It is, you know, and it's a reflection on our school and everything, and it just a tradition has run for a long ways at Booneville High School.
Boy, that matters a lot. If you look at the teams in the playoffs right now, the ones who are surviving, you will notice that many of these teams have that same kind of playoff tradition and history. You've got McGee, who are a perennial team there in the playoffs, and what have they won it the last couple of years, I believe, and they've won it several times in the past. Nashville, has been a powerhouse for years, and especially under Laird as he's come there and really helped that program to revitalize some of its past glory. So you see, and then Bearcats have been there.
Fordyce.
Fordyce is another. The Red Bugs.
Right. So, you know, when it gets right down into the nitty-gritty, you always got those same teams there.
And you wonder, but, you know, why that happens. But then you look at the tradition and the heart of these guys. You can see why the cream rises to the top at this time of the year. It's true throughout, too. You look at Shiloh Christian and Charleston and some of those teams at AA. And
Barton.
Yeah, and you look at all across Arkansas, Barton, some of the teams that tend to get there very regularly. So we see that Booneville is one of those class acts here in Arkansas, and there, ladies and gentlemen, is quite a sight when you get to watch the playback. There, the Hammer Holloway with the conehead thing going on here, and so we appreciate him here tonight. We do need some comic relief, and he's there to help us out.
There's never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment with Holloway. Yes, we haven't let him speak a lot tonight, but we've certainly enjoyed his dancing and his antics over here. I believe you're the one telling us there's no use even coming out. We've got this thing won. Is that right? No.
He was so nervous before we kicked off. He was just going on. I said, Gerald, 3 touchdowns. We'll beat him 3. Oh no.
He's been over here telling us, well, we got to stay focused. We got to stay focused. You know, he's absolutely right. But we've been wanting to let the fat lady sing, but he says it's not ready to get her tuned up yet. So anyway, we appreciate Gerald and what he means to the program. I'm looking forward to basketball season this year. I know he'd like to have his guys out there practicing right now, but then on the other hand, he's glad we're still in the midst of the playoffs. We'll play after the state championship. Gerald promises we'll put a basketball team out on the field. Bearcats, I tell you, just while we have a few moments, it's not just football that the Bearcats are showing their prowess in over the last several years. Bearcat basketball defeated Clarksville last year, and that's a team that gets players from, well, we won't go into that, but a very powerful basketball team. And
you wasn't going to mention anything about recruiting, were you?
No, we're going to mention anything about recruiting, because that wouldn't be right for us to do that on the air. But indeed, you know, Davin Ludgood and Brashears and several of those guys, and they came over to Bearcat Arena last year, and Gerald and his team rose up to the occasion and beat a fine Clarksville team.
Out-coached them, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it was a great effort, and you know, they're fun to watch. Our boys play hard, but then you go over into baseball season, and I know the last 2 years we've been in the state playoffs in baseball. Our girls basketball teams have done well. We beat DeQueen last year. The year before they beat us, and so it's been a good program in baseball. Del Mann is head coach. Gerald is the assistant coach in baseball, and they're doing better and better. I look forward to watching them play this year. Track, we put some boys in the state district championships last year in track. I believe we also did really well in tennis last year as well. So we're building an all-around program. Our AD, of course, is our head football coach, Kenneth Rippey. And so you have to give credit to the whole athletic program at Booneville. And we're going to take a few minutes here just before the start of the second half, and we want you to go by and tell these sponsors thank you for bringing you Bearcat football. We want you to hear some of their announcements right now.
At Sparks Booneville Family Medical Clinic, we emphasize family. Our community is our family, and our goal is to provide you with the best health care possible. Our experienced staff of physicians include Dr. William Daniel, Dr. JoJo Sagitan, Dr. Patty Borkman, and Dr. Michael Miranda. In addition, we have specialized services. Dr. Keith Bulliard, an orthopedist, is in the clinic twice a month. We also offer osteoporosis screenings once a month. Our family practice has a conscientious, knowledgeable support staff that has your well-being as their number one priority. We are always there to answer any questions you may have. We invite you to come by our clinic at 57 West 4th Street or call us at 675-2455. For a healthier tomorrow, let our medical staff serve you today. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I'm Brian Kirk, General Manager, and I'd like to invite you out to Tyler Ford. Buying a new or used vehicle at Tyler Ford does not have to be hard. We have one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles in the Booneville area. To help you in your buying decision, we have a knowledgeable sales staff to address all of your needs. Once we have found the right vehicle for you, our business department will take the worry out of financing your new automobile. We work closely with many different lending institutions to process your loan quickly and easily. Our relationship with you does not stop after the sale. We pride ourselves with an excellent service department. Our service staff has over 50 years combined experience. Your concerns will be taken care of right the first time in a professional manner. Once again, I'd like to invite you out to Tyler Ford, just 1 mile west of Booneville on Highway 10, or give us a call at 675-2313.
Help you catch the next big wave? It can if it has the right balance. With RegionsNet, you get the speed and flexibility of an internet bank, but you also get the convenience and personal service of over 800 Regions locations across the South. Internet banking with face-to-face service, clicks and bricks. Regions Bank. It's the next big wave in banking.
See Dwight Benton, Kathy Swift, and the local region staff at 127 East Main in Booneville, or call them at 675-4213, the only local bank with a national clout. Service makes the difference at Big World Pharmacy. With Bill Carpenter, customer is king, and Bill cares about you and your family. At Big World, you will find a complete line of Hallmark and shoebox cards, as well as other collectibles. Fill your prescription and shop the store. You'll find a complete line of over-the-counter products. At Big World, you'll find great gift ideas, including toys and women and men's colognes. Bill also has vet supplies, 24-hour film service, drive-through pickup, third-party insurance, Medicaid, and other insurances accepted. Store hours are 8:30 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 on Saturday. Call Big World at 675-3900, after hours 675-2852.
And we're back here at Leopards Stadium. For the first time tonight, the Leopards are going to be kicking off to our Bearcats.
Hopefully this will be the last.
I hope so too. Bearcats won the opening toss and deferred to the second half. We started on defense, which was a great move, because we forced a fumble, took it in for a touchdown, and then quickly took a 14-0 lead, and then were able to dominate the rest of the half and take a 28-0 lead at halftime. And now we start the second half with receiving the ball. We'll be in the north end zone, moving towards the south, and the Leopards will be kicking off. Number 45 for the Leopards, Jonathan Noah, will be kicking off. We have John Chase back deep to receive. And he's going to hit the very top of the ball. It's going to go down to Trey Holloway.
Oh,
Trey is going to, he's going to keep the ball. He turns it up the middle. He's going to be right down to the 34-yard line. Boy, he faked the handoff. I don't know which one it was, but one of our boys just got busted.
Oh.
But they thought they had our guy down, and Trey just turned around and kept running.
Right, and I did too.
It did look that way. So we have the ball on our own 34-yard line. We're leading 28-0. The second half is just underway. The mass of the ball game is taking place right in the middle of the mud pit in the center of the field. Brad West keeps the ball, and he's going to be tackled by Bell for a loss. So it's going to be second down and about 11.
We need to pick it back up a notch offensively and try to get this thing going again.
Yeah, we didn't really, I don't believe we scored in the second quarter,
no,
did we, Stanley? We were content with ball control. We'd like to get something rolling again right here.
Oh,
John Chase breaks loose. He's got an opening. He's into their end of the field. He's going to carry the ball down to about the 35-yard line of the Leopards. Great run by John Chase.
He did, and Will Swinton did a great job holding his block over and sprung him for another 6 or 7 yards.
Good job by our offensive line. They opened up a big hole right in the center of the field. And John Chase, boy, he just been running with some vim and vigor the last several ball games, running quickly, hitting the hole. Came up just a little shaken on that play, goes to the sideline, I believe. And we hope he snaps back, comes back in here very quickly. Great run by John Chase.
It was.
Brian Taylor comes in to replace him. It's going to be a counter play this time to Ronnie Becker. He's going to be tackled right about the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard. That's going to make it 2nd down and 9 for our Bearcats. See John standing up and moving around on the sideline. I believe he's okay. I believe he's just got a stinger in his arm there.
We'll see him back probably for the night's over with, I'm sure.
Have you called Renee?
Going to be a hand off the middle to Brian Taylor, who's filled in for John Chase. He's going to take the ball inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Good run by Brian Taylor. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 for the Bearcats.
John Chase has checked back into the ball game.
As expected, a tough young man who wants to be in there in the action. One more could really kind of put the icing on the cake for our Bearcats in this ball game.
3rd and 3.
It's going to be a handoff to John Chase, but boy, they were ready in the center, in the middle, and he doesn't go anywhere, and so that's going to force us into a 4th down and 4. A long 4. It looks like the Bearcats have every intent to go for it. We're on the 30-yard line, the 30-yard line, and we have a 4th down and 4. Clock down to 3. We get the snap off. It's going to be Les Knuckles who has the ball. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. A flag flies out late, so we'll have to see what that is. It looks like the line judge is pointing towards the DeQueen Leopards, which is a good omen for the Bearcats.
He might have had a face mask there.
I think we probably did. Yes, face mask, which they had on about a 5 yards to the run, which will definitely give us the 1st down. I don't know whether he got across the marker or not. It was right on top of it.
Throw out basketballs. Basketball
Jerry Standridge is being very ugly. They're throwing out round balls on the sideline. He's saying that they know that basketball season's getting ready to start. Brad West keeps the ball. He's got an opening. He's on the left side. He's going to carry the ball down to the 15-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 4 for the Bearcats. Our boys are quite muddy, especially our offensive linemen. John Chase will fit right in with those linemen.
I guarantee you.
7 minutes, 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Head off right the middle. John Chase, he's going to take it inside the 5. He's down to about the 3-yard line. Again, a great job by the Bearcat offensive line opening the hole, and John Chase just exploits it and hits with the burst of speed, carries it inside the 5. He's down to the, I believe that's the 3-yard line. Yes, it is. 1st and go.
He hits the hole. He's at full speed at 3 yards.
Going to be a handoff to Les Knuckles, who carries it in for a Bearcat touchdown. 7 minutes, 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of play. Bearcats take a 34-0 lead, and now they'll get ready for the extra point attempt. Looks like we intend to go for 2. I think the coaches have abandoned all effort to go for kicks, understandably, because we've had difficulty getting it off all night.
Well, it's hard for the kicker to plant. It's hard for the holder to hold.
And snapper to snap. So it makes it difficult for everybody. So here we go for the 2 points. It's going to be a handoff to Ronnie Becker. I don't believe Ronnie's going to make it. In fact, I believe he fumbles on the play. So that's going to fail. But it's going to give the Bearcats a 34-0 lead. 7:45 left in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
Christmas, then come to Citizens Bank for an interest-free Christmas cash loan. This is a program in which we're offering a loan from $300 to $1,500 interest-free. When you get your loan, we will give you one of these certificates redeemable at any participating merchant. We will give you a list of those participating merchants where you can spend your cash. Come by and see any of the Citizens Bank loan officers for your Christmas cash loan.
And we're back. Tom McComb's down here eating, and the rest of us starving, and he just looks at me mean.
Nachos look pretty good, don't they?
Nachos look very good down there. Bearcats have a 34-0 lead, 7:45 left in the third quarter of play. Yes, Tom has done a good job getting us the action tonight without a tripod. Whatever Steve Brown says. Trey Holloway kicks it off. It's going to be received right down the middle by Alexis Smith, who carries it right down the center of the field. He's going to be tackled on about the 34-yard line. Looks like 15, Jordan Therrell, along with number 11 for the Bearcats. I believe that's Isaac Zirk down to help on the tackle.
Oh, Jordan seems like he's in on every play.
Has a nose for the ball. They marked the ball on the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Straight eye formation. It's going to be a quick pitch back to Bell. He's going to be hit right about the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Dupree along with Bubba Smith. Boy, it's good to have Jeremiah back. Boy, it's made a big difference.
Yes, it has.
I mean, our boys did a great job filling in for him. There's no slight on them at all. In fact, they did an excellent job during the center of the year, in the middle of the year. But it's good to have our senior leadership back on the corner.
Mentally, it's a big boost.
They're in the shotgun formation. McClellan back to pass. He's under a little pressure. He's going to be hit by number 54, Justin Thompson. And he is snowed under there. No, that's Zach Draper. Great job by Zach. He just wrapped him up. Well, then I love to see, I've seen too much in college and high school just hitting and not wrapping up. So I like it. Even though it looks like a bulldog play, at least he didn't let him go. 3rd down, 13 for the Leopards. They're in shotgun formation, and they're going to throw it over to Bell. Great catch by Bell. He's over the 40-yard line. He's down right near midfield. They're going to have a 1st down as he goes into Bearcat territory to the 48-yard line. That was a one-handed grab by Bell. So that gives them a 1st and 10 from the Bearcat 48-yard line. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter play. Bearcats leading 34-0.
Oh, don't get Jay worried.
McClellan back, he throws it down the center of the field. He got 2 receivers right together, and the ball goes incomplete. Good job by Brad West. They had some confusion on their pass pattern. They didn't know who it was going to.
Maybe right there.
They got it.
That's worse than high blood paper.
2nd down and 10. We appreciate Jerry bringing the ambiance to the facility again tonight. Steve Brown has another word for it, but we'll move on. going to be a pitch out to Alexis Smith, number 41. He's going to be tackled in the backfield by John Chase and Chance Farley. He's going to trap him back on the Booneville Bearcat side of the field. And so they're going to have a 3rd down and 13 from the Bearcat 49. McClellan is back in the pass. He's got a screen set up. He throws it underneath. It's going to be a good run here by number 17 down the sideline. Will Swin is going to make the initial hit. Trey Holloway is going to knock him out on the 22-yard line of the Bearcats. Number 17 is Richard Strickland.
Boy, and that screen was set up nicely.
Still a little squeal. First and 10 for the Leopards from our 22-yard line. They're in a high formation, dual tight end. Hand off to Bell over the right side. He's going to be knocked out on about our 15-yard line. Bell, after the play, took the ball and hit Trey out of bounds. I don't know why there wasn't a flag other than the score at this point. 2nd and 3. You don't make the Bearcats mad. Quarterback spins out the wrong way, and Chance Farley is just going to snow him under down on about the 23-yard line. Boy, they got the smarting off over here, throwing the ball at our boy out of bounds, and I think it just kind of put another fire under the Bearcats.
I guarantee you that stuff will always come back to haunt you.
And he turned out the wrong way. Chance Farley, our nose guard, storms in, sets him back. It's going to be a 3rd down and 11 for the DeQueen Leopards.
He's going into the shotgun formation.
Shotgun again. Audible at the line of scrimmage. Pass down the middle to number 84 is incomplete. Benny Esther. Ball is up high. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 11.
Bubba Smith putting some good pressure on there, putting some heat on McClellan.
We put some pressure on, and yet we're doing a little bit better job of watching for that underneath. So Bearcats have learned a little bit about the way they're trying to catch us off guard. So that was a good effort to put pressure and yet to not get trapped underneath. Good coverage by our secondary as well. Quarterback into pass formation. He throws it down the center of the field. The receiver falls down. He has been defended by Brad West and by Trey Holloway. And so they're going to turn the ball over on downs. The Bearcats will take over 1st and 10 on the Leopards 23-yard line. 4:44 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Bearcats leading 34-0. Chad Howler, number 2, split out to the near side. We have Jordan Therrell, number 15, out to the far side. Dual wing, single back. John Chase in the backfield. Brad West under center. It's going to be he's going to pull the ball. Brad is. He's going to turn the ball up. He's going to make a strong run over the 30-yard line down to about the 31. And that's going to be a strong gain of about 8 yards.
Good run.
And again, we're right back in the mud pit.
Right in the mud hole again.
Handoff up the middle. John Chase, he breaks loose again. He's over to the 40-yard line of the Bearcats. 1st and 10 for Booneville. They're going to have to make him an honorary lineman tonight, the way he looks and with the guts he's playing. And again, a good job by our offensive line to open those holes. go, Cat. Bearcat fans still filling the stands. It's kind of slim over on this side at this point. Brad pulls the ball. As he tries to turn it up, he's going to slide in that mud pit. He falls forward for about a yard or two, but it's getting really hard to hold your feet in this particular portion of the field. They're going to give him a gain of 2.
He had a pretty good hole there to run in, too.
Yeah. But as he tried to turn it up, couldn't hold his feet at all. You got to be real careful here because you could easily turn the ball over at this portion of the field. We are in the counter this time to Les Knuckles. Les carries a couple of guys with him over the 45 down to about the 46-yard line. Gets us to a little bit better portion of the field anyway. They're going to mark the ball just across the 45. 3rd and 5 for our Bearcats. 2:45 left in the 3rd quarter. We retain the 34-0 lead. John Chase takes the handoff. He's going to gain a couple of yards, but that's going to force us into a 4th down punting situation. 4th down and a long 3. And indeed, we send in our punt team.
We have to be very careful right here because they're liable to bring the whole house.
Well, they don't have anybody back, and you can tell that's exactly their intent. So they got 11 guys on the line of scrimmage. It's a good snap, and Ronnie Becker does a great job rather than trying to do oh my, great job. The ball's going to just die on the 10-yard line. Instead of trying to make a full-fledged hard punt, Ronnie just punched it down the field.
He did. He didn't even take really a 2-step. It was just a 1-step, punched it.
Flag on the play, which I would assume is some extracurricular. It's going to call a clipping on the Leopards, which is going to carry them down closer to their end zone. Why they would have clipped on that, I don't know.
I don't understand that because they didn't have anybody back to.
And the ball was down the field. It was pretty obvious that it was just going to be downed. So I don't know about what really happened there. That's going to carry them down to be probably at the 5-yard line, half the distance to the goal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Leopards get called for the clip. I would clip all 11 men on the line of scrimmage.
I don't know. I can hear their announcers wondering what that was all about. And I would understand their concern of why they would be called a clip, but something must have taken place down the field. It's going to be a pitch out to Alexis Smith. He stays on his feet. He's going to be
run.
A good, strong run. It's going to be brought down by Kyle Arnold after a good, strong 7-yard run on 1st down. Has the ball on about the, looks like the 13 from here. High formation. It's going to be hit in the backfield this time. Number 1 has the ball. Bubba Smith hits him in the backfield. Aaron Moreland ran the ball. He is thrown forward, and it's going to give them a 3rd down and 1. Handoff to 1 again. Aaron Moreland, he keeps his feet. He breaks the line of scrimmage. He's going to be all the way down past the 30-yard line. Good, strong run.
Russell Andrews making the stop. We was on a blitz that time on the opposite side of where the ball was handed off. And
has to go downfield to make the tackle.
Right.
That was a good run by Aaron Moreland. First we've seen of him tonight on the last couple of carries. He's a sophomore. So I think they're trying to get some of the young guys in there to see what they can do. Going to be a pitch out to Alexis Smith, and he's going to be tackled on the 35-yard line after a gain of about 2. Trey Holloway out there on the tackle. That's going to end the third quarter of play. Bearcats lead 34-0. We'll take a timeout and be back in just a moment.
Really looking up at Century 21 in Booneville.
You're going to have to explain exactly what you mean by that.
If you would just open both your eyes, you would know what I mean. Business is great, the agents are working hard, and the Century 21 signs are everywhere.
I think I see what you're saying. No matter if you're buying or selling, Keith and his group will work hard for you.
Open both of your eyes. It's more than that. The signs all over Booneville shows you what company the people in Booneville have confidence in.
Okay, you've made your point. Come by Century 21 Fitzgerald Olsen on Highway 10 East, or call them at 675-4141.
And we're back. DeQueen Leopards have the ball first, second and 7 from their 35-yard line. Bearcats leading 34-0 here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Straight I formation. Hand off to the deep back. That's Aaron Moreland again. He's been their best weapon this second half. He runs the ball up to around the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and 4.
Defense needs to make a big play right here.
McClellan back in pass formation. He throws it down the midfield. It's thrown behind the receiver number 34, who is Jason Harrison, and that's going to bring up a fourth down and 4. From their own 40. Be interesting to see whether they go into a punt formation here or they're going to go for broke. Boy, they're in a very sloppy portion of the field. And it looks like they have no intent to punt at this point.
No, they're down 34-0 with 11 minutes to play. So
it's hard to tell, though. He goes into a shotgun formation. He goes back far every time. But indeed, he is going to punt. It's just an end over end. It's going to be received. Oh, it's bobbled there by Brad West. But he stays. Oh, no, it's Will Swint, but he stays on his feet. But he actually going to lose a yard on the return. He's going to be tackled at the 30. So the Bearcats take over. 1st and 10 from our own 30. 11 minutes, 16 seconds left in the ball game. 34-0 lead. Gerald, are we ready for the fat lady?
No.
We're not ready for the fat lady yet, he says, so we'll stay focused here. 11 minutes, 16 seconds left in the ball game. He says in 5 minutes we can be a little more confident. We would like to see a nice sustained drive right here. Going to be Brad West going to keep the ball off the far side. He's going to be tackled there by number 85, Jeff Elmore. Gains about a yard. It's going to bring up a second down and 9.
We're seeing some pearly white jerseys out there now on offense.
See Nathan Adair into the ball game. I believe that's the only one that's in. Oh, you got Andy Taylor also. Brian Taylor in at fullback. Of course, he's played the whole game on defense. He's going to run the ball up the middle. He's going to be tackled on about the 37-yard line. Brings up a third down, 5. Left in the ball game. Bearcats with a 34-0 lead. looks like
we were close to being in motion.
Yeah, we were close. Nathan Adair has the ball. He's going to run it down to the 45-yard line, and we're going to have a first down. I think and there's going to be a late flag on the play. I believe a personal foul on DeQueen, and some of the, as you can understand, some of the emotions getting out of hand. They came into this game very hopeful, and now they're beginning to understand their season is coming towards a close, and of course that kind of angers the team. Number 16 is coming off the field, Travis Williamson, and I believe that's who the flag was on. So that's going to bring the ball all the way down to the 40-yard line of DeQueen. Bearcat first down. Hope we can keep the emotions on both sides in check.
First and 10.
Hand off to Brian Taylor up the middle. He's broke it loose. He's down to the 20. It's going to be brought down on just short of the 10-yard line.
I mentioned we got Mason Shirey in at quarterback. Brian made a great run there.
Great run by Brian Taylor. He exploited the opening and took it right down the center of the field. Brings the ball to the 11-yard line, first and 10 from the 11 for the Bearcats. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left in the ball game. Mason Shirey in at quarterback. Stephen Lee in at fullback. It's going to be a handoff to Andy Taylor. He's going to take it inside the 10 down to about the 9. It's going to bring up a second down at 8. They actually marked the ball right on the 10. That's going to make it a second down at 9. On the handoff, he's going to carry it for about a yard or two. It's going to be down to about the 8-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and 7. '69 is also in on the offensive line for the Bearcats. I don't see a 69 on the program here. Maybe that's 59. That's 59 that we have in the ball game there. A.J. Zorns in on the offensive line. Going to be a handoff to Nathan Adair. He cuts it up the middle. He's inside the 5. He's going to be down to about the 4.
He was close to getting in.
It's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth down and 3 for first down on the 4-yard line. Gerald says we can get the fat lady out. It's 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the ball game. We're leading 34-0. We have the ball on the 4-yard line. And Mason Shirey is going to carry it in for the touchdown. They all collapsed on the fullback. He just takes it off tackle and just walked it straight in.
Oh, I ain't going to touch that
I'm not even going to touch that, Tom McCone. It is 40-0 Bearcats. 7 minutes, 8 seconds left in the ball game. John Chase coming in. He's going to attempt the extra point. We certainly need to practice under these kind of conditions, and so we want to try to tack on the extra point here.
Second unit of backs did an awful good job.
Yes, they did. And it's going to be good. And so with 7 minutes, 8 seconds left in the ball game, Bearcats take a 41-0 lead. We'll be back in just a minute.
Who's the first team in Logan County sports? Why, the Booneville Bearcats, of course.
Hi, I'm Danny McCarroll, manager of the first team in banking, Community National Bank, Booneville. Our first team works hard to provide quality banking services to our customers. Professional service with hometown friendliness and style. You've come to expect first team effort from the Bearcats. Now come see what your first team banker can do for you. We have all the banking services you need, fast response to your request, and with the same big smile you see on the faces of the Bearcats after a big win. So join the first team at Community National Bank, Booneville. We'll put that same smile on your face.
Community National Bank Booneville, a division of the First National Bank at Paris, member FDIC.
And we're back. We have the backup kicker, John Chase, into the ball game, replacing Trey Holloway. It's going to be kicked along the ground. It's picked up at the 30-yard line by Aaron Moreland. He's going to be tackled on about the 41-yard line. 6 minutes, 59 seconds left in the ball game. I see Willie Goff into the ball game. Also, number 54, Zach Draper. He's been playing quite a bit, but he's into the ball game. A.J. Zorns, number 59. Matt Heisler, number 35, into the ball game. It's going to be a handoff to Bell. Bell's got an opening. Great tackle. I believe that's by Ronnie Becker. Hits him along the ankles. He had quite an opening if Ronnie didn't make the tackle.
Ronnie closed on him in a hurry.
Looks like there's going to be a flag on the play. The illegal procedure. I would assume that's a mandatory penalty. Dead ball penalty if they jump, wouldn't it be? We would gladly decline it, but I don't think that we can. No, we cannot.
No.
He's not to mark it off from where they gained. He's supposed to mark it off from the line of scrimmage. The umpire is telling him that. Steve Brown is trying to get a score for us, and so he's made a telephone call. I don't know who he's been able to connect with. It's 1st and 15 from the 35-yard line. Hopefully we'll have a score from the McGee ball game in just a moment. The ball is on the ground, and it looks like the Booneville Bearcats are going to recover. So again, the breaks go the Bearcats' way. 6 minutes, 49 seconds left the ball game. 41-0 lead, and we take over possession on the DeQueen 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
Looks like we got big Leroy Wooten in there, Mason Shirey at quarterback. We'll try to get most of these guys in here. Daniel Boersma's in. Number 23, A.J. Zorns.
Leroy Wooten.
Josh Bovington. Just got a score, Nashville leading Ozark 13-0 and 20-6 McGee.
Timeout on the play by the Bearcats, having a difficult time setting up. So we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back.
Serving Booneville for over 60 years, SME specializes in patient education, especially diabetic and chronic lung patients. Medicare claims are processed online. SME's wide variety of gift ideas include the Jubilee line of products such as cappuccino, flavored teas, pancake toppings, and sausages, including the award-winning Southern Praline pecan toppings. Alda's Forever line contains lotions, shower, and bath gels to pamper the beauty within each lady. Alda's also has silver trays, powder shakers, friendship balls, and teacup candles. Don't forget the bridal registry and gifts for all occasions and occupations, including...
Handoff kickoff up the middle to Daniel Boersma. He just snowed under the ball. It looks like they're going to try to strip it. Well, it looks like one of their guys is calling a fumble and a turnover. And yes, indeed, it's going to go over to DeQueen. And so there's going to be a turnover on the play. DeQueen takes over the ball on their own 38-yard line.
Those scores again, McGee was 20, Mena 6. We don't know what quarter, and also Nashville 13, Ozark 0.
I believe there's about 2 minutes left in that ball game.
6 minutes to go in the McGee game.
6 minutes to go in the McGee game.
Right.
So both of those look like, anything can still happen, but it looks like those are pretty certain that we'll be traveling to McGee next week. Long journey. It's going to be a handoff to number 25 for DeQueen, running very hard. That is Adam Pristine. He's going to have a first down, but it looks like, again, it's going to be a flag on the play. Well, no, there's not a flag on the play. And so the ball is going to be right at midfield, 1st and 10 for the DeQueen Leopards. I see number 90 in the ball game. That's Matt Oxford for the Bearcats. Hand off to Alexis Smith. He's got an opening. He's being chased by Isaac Zert and by Andy Taylor, and they bring him down on the 29-yard line of the Bearcats.
Zach Jones is the new quarterback for DeQueen. Sophomore quarterback.
It's going to be a handoff to number 25. He's got an opening. He's going to be great tackle by Chad Howler. Open field tackle, grabs him by the ankles, or else he had quite a few yards himself. Looks like he's going to be marked on about the 25-yard line. Gain of about 3, 2nd down 7.
5:48 left in the ball game.
Last few minutes are just grinding away here. It's going to be a quick pitch again to number 25, who's going to be tackled out on the far side.
Let's see who that was made the tackle. It's Chad Howler.
Chad Howler again. Number 25 is Adam Pristine. He gains another couple of yards. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. Taking Chance Farley out of the ball game. It looks like we're replacing him with number 78. Is that Josh Buffington?
Yes.
Going to be a handoff again. Trey Holloway comes up to, no, that's Willie Goff makes the first hit. And number 25, Pristine, carries the ball down to the 19-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 18. Ground is going to be recovered by the quarterback, number 21, Zach Jones. It's, the snap from center was mishandled. It's going to lose about a yard on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down 11.
You know, Ricky Booneville's only put the ball on the ground one time tonight, and that's pretty good considering the field conditions that they're in. Done a great job of holding on to the football.
Yes, they did. Yes, they have tonight. Going to be a quick pitch out to number 1. It's going to be a great tackle by Heisler. Matt Heisler tackles number 1, Aaron Moreland, up around right on the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 12. 6 for the Bearcats is in the ball game. I believe that's Wayne Higgins playing the other defensive end slot. Handoff to number 25. That's Pristine, carries the ball down to the 15-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 8.
Bearcats trying to pitch the shutout here.
3 minutes.
3 minutes left in the ball game.
It's going to be a quick pitch. It's being strung out by the Bearcats. It's going to be, he turns it up. He's going to be very close to the 1st down marker.
Ricky, he didn't get it.
I don't think he did either. He's going to be pushed out down there.
No, he didn't get it.
A.J. Zorns, I believe, is the one who finally made sure that he went out of bounds. Boy, he comes up just short, and the ball is going to turn over on downs to the Booneville Bearcats with 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the ball game. Bearcats leading 41-0. So we'll be making that long journey to over to McGee Owls. Bearcats have a history with them, played them several times in the playoffs, and Bearcats really want to go over there and show what we're made of. Yes, we do, because it'll be just an escalation in the prowess of the teams next week, and so we'll need a heroic effort next week.
Mason Shirey.
Mason Shirey keeps the ball. He's going to be tackled, looks like maybe for a yard or 2 loss. Kind of slow on the mark. Looks like no change. 2nd down and 10.
Ricky, 3 straight years to the semifinals.
Got to hand it to Coach Rippey, don't you?
I'll tell you what, not many teams can say that.
No. Will be just 4 teams left next week.
That's right.
It's going to be a handoff on the far side on the counter play. That may be Nathan Adair. Look, he ran like Nathan. I couldn't see a number, but little jitterbug over there, and runs the ball. Good run. Brings up a 3rd down and 4.
Minute 35 left in the ball game.
Fill-in boys doing a good job holding on to the ball.
Sure have.
Well, I don't know what's going on there. We're going to be
motion.
Well, we had a guy on the field who never got settled. I guess he was just trying to get off. I guess that was Brian Taylor. Had run on the field, I guess, to run a fullback. So that's going to set us back 5.
With a minute 7 left to go in the ball game.
I guess that was just a misdirection with personnel. Didn't know who we had in the ball game. So to bring us to a minute left. We run the counter to Nathan Adair. He's got a good run going. He's going to be stopped, I believe, just close to the 1st down marker. Elaine, we're sending him home. With 30 seconds left in the ball game, the ball is going to be more time left in the ball game than on the clock, so we will have to run the play here. We're in punt formation, 4th down and 2. Now imagine we're going to take it. I wouldn't even punt it. I'd just run around, but yeah, we are going to punt it. Good punt, fielded on the 45-yard line. He's going to be tackled, and that's going to end the ball game. Bearcats win the ball game 41-0. Boy, the DeQueen didn't deserve to go out this way. They had a lot of bad breaks early, and then the Bearcats played a tremendous ball game. So you got to hand it to DeQueen. They're one of those teams that are there every year,
they sure are.
Stanley. So we hand it to them for a good year. We hate they had to end it on this kind of a note, but we're proud of our Bearcats and proud of Ken Rippey and his staff. And they look forward to moving into the quarterfinals next week against the McGee Owls, we assume. And so we look forward to making that trip. For Stanley Bryant, Ricky Lee, for Tom McComb, for Jerry Standridge, this will conclude our broadcast, and we thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week.